Well, now that President Trump has addressed with President Putin the issue of Russia's interference in the election, what are the consequences? In an interview airing Sunday on Face the Nation, John Dickerson poses that question to Nikki Haley, the U.S. ambassador to the UN.
Let me ask outside of the room where things stand on this question of Russian meddling. When you and I last talked, you said at the end of the day, Russians need to know that there are consequences when they get involved in our elections. What are those consequences?
Not just Russia. Any country needs to know that there are consequences when they get involved in our elections. And I think that's why it's good that the investigations are going on and we're analyzing and we're looking into all of that. And I think we need to manage it accordingly. The one thing we don't want is for our political process to ever be influenced or tainted in any way. And I think that we have to make sure that we're always strong on that point and let everyone know that we're not going to put up with it.
But given that the president, as you said, knows that the Russians meddled, what consequences will they face as a result of that action?
I think you're going to have to ask the president. I think that's one of the things is first is confronting them, letting them know that we know this happened, letting them know it can't happen again. I know that they had quite a bit of cyber conversation in terms of cyber meddling or cyber abuse during not just political situations, but also from a security situation. And they talked quite a bit on the cyber attack risk. And so I think we'll see what happens there. You know, keep in mind, yesterday's meeting was all about talk, but at the end of the day, this is all going to be about actions. We now have to see where we go from there.
You can see John's full interview with Ambassador Haley tomorrow on Face the Nation. John's guests also include Republican Senators John McCain and Ted Cruz.